Welcome everyone. We are reading from 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, text number 52. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. तो 11वां अध्याय 52 नंबर श्लोक. श्री भगवान वाच सुदुर्दर्शम इदं रूपम दृष्टवानसि यन्मम देवाप्यस्य रूपस्य नित्यं दर्शनकांक्षिणः. So we read word by word translation. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Sudurdarsham, very difficult to see. Idam, this. Rupam, form. Drishtavanasi, as you have seen. Yat, which. Mama, of mine. Devaha, the demigods. Api, also. Asya, this. Rupasya, form. Nityam, eternally. Darshana Kankshinaha, aspiring to see. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear. In the 48th verse of this chapter, Lord Krishna concluded revealing his universal form and informed Arjuna that this form is not possible to be seen by so many pious activities, sacrifices, etc. Now here the word Su, Durdarsham, is used indicating that Krishna's two-handed form is still more confidential. One may be able to see the universal form of the Lord Krishna by adding a little tinge of devotional service to the various activities like penances, Vedic study and philosophical speculation. It may be possible, but without a tinge of bhakti, one cannot see that has already been explained. Still, beyond that universal form, the form of Krishna, which is two hands, is still more difficult to see, even for the demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. They desire to see him, and we have evidence in the Srimad Bhagavatam that when he was supposed to be in the womb of his mother Devaki, all the demigods from heaven came to see the marvel of Krishna, and they offered nice praise to the Lord, although he was not at that time visible to them. They waited to see him. A foolish person may deride him, thinking him as an ordinary human being, and may offer respect not to him but to the impersonal something within him. But these are all nonsensical postures. Krishna in his two-handed form is actually desired to be seen even by demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva. In Bhagavad Gita 9.11 also it is confirmed, Abhajananti ma mudha manusham tanum ashritam. He is not visible to the foolish persons who deride him. Krishna's body, as confirmed by Brahma Samhita and confirmed by Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita, is completely spiritual and full of bliss and eternality. His body is never like a material body. But for some who make a study of Krishna by reading Bhagavad Gita or similar Vedic scriptures, Krishna is a problem. For one using a material process, Krishna is considered to be a great historical personality and very learned philosopher, but he is an ordinary man. And even though he was so powerful, he had to accept a material body. Ultimately, they think that the absolute truth is impersonal, and therefore They think that from that his impersonal feature assumed a personal feature attached to material nature. This is a materialistic calculation of the Supreme Lord. Another calculation is speculative. Those who are in search of knowledge also speculate on Krishna and consider him to be less important than the universal form of the Supreme. Thus, some think that the universal form of Krishna, which was manifested to Arjuna, is more important than his personal form. According to them, the personal form of the Supreme is something imaginary. They believe that in the ultimate issue, the absolute truth is not a person, but the transcendental process is described in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, to hear about Krishna from authorities. This is actual Vedic process, and those who are actually in the Vedic line hear about Krishna from authority, and by repeated hearing about him, Krishna becomes dear. As we have several times discussed, Krishna is covered by his Yogamaya potency. He is not to be seen or revealed to anyone and everyone. Only by one to whom he has revealed himself can he be seen. This is confirmed in the Vedic literature. For one who is a surrendered soul, the absolute truth can actually be understood. The transcendentalist, by continuous Krishna consciousness and by devotional service to Krishna, can have his spiritual eyes opened and can see Krishna by revelation. Such a revelation is not possible even for the demigods. Therefore, it is difficult even for the demigods to understand Krishna, and the advanced demigods are always in hope of seeing Krishna in his two-handed form. The conclusion is that although to see the universal form of Krishna is very, very difficult and not possible for everyone and everyone, it is still more difficult to understand his personal form as Shyam Sundara. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhuve Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavad Gita class. So today's verse is a very beautiful verse. So Krishna is saying to Arjuna that, my dear Arjuna, this form of mine that you are seeing now is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods always are looking for the opportunity to have darshan of this form. So what word Krishna is using here? Sudur darsham. Sudur darsham. Sudur, that means very, very difficult. Which form? Which form Krishna is showing here? Universal form. But this verse is about which roop? Shyam Sundar. So what happened? Okay. See, even before I read Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita, a little bit knowledge I had of Bhagavad Gita, very less knowledge. So I always thought universal form is more important. Many people now also they think that this Krishna's 200 form, that is like a human form. That is not that important. Virat Roop is so great, it's expanding thousands of mouths, thousands of hands, and expanding in the entire universe and dazzling like millions of moons. So people think that this is a very special form. They feel that this Virat Roop is much more important than 200 form. But what we see in this chapter is completely opposite. What we see that when Arjuna saw the Virat form, what happened? He got frightened. Hey, oh Krishna, please forgive me. I didn't know. I was sitting with you. I was eating with you. I was sleeping with you. Like we are like friends. Please forgive me. I have done many offenses. Who you are? Tell me. Please forgive me. Again and again, he just became so fearful. He was just doing obeisances, pranam again and again. And then Arjuna only said, oh Lord, please stop this form. Show me your beautiful 400 form. And then Krishna told that Arjuna, this form of mine that you are seeing is rare. People cannot see easily. Then he transformed into 400 form. Chaturbhuj Roop, holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And then Krishna transformed to his 200 form. You see in this previous verse it is saying, in the 50th verse, Saumya Vapur. The word used is Saumya. Saumya means beautiful. Many people they have named Saumya. Have you seen Saumya? There's Saumya Ghosh or Saumya Kapoor, like that. Saumya means beautiful. So in the 50th verse, the word used Saumya Vapuhu. That means beautiful form. So finally Krishna showed his 200 beautiful form. And then Krishna himself is saying, oh Arjuna, although that form was rare also, universal form, but more difficult than that is this Shyam Sundar form. It's much more difficult to see. People may still see the Virat form or the Chaturbhuj Roop, but most rare is this Dvibhuj Roop, the original form, because this is the original form of Krishna. In other words, Srila Prabhupada says, this 200 form is the source of all other forms. That means from 200 form we get 400 form, we get Virat Roop. So everything, that means the original form of the Lord is this 200. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. And he is the avatari, he is the source of all incarnations. So Prabhupada says there are hundreds and thousands of forms of Vishnu. But for a devotee of Krishna, what is the most important form of Krishna? Shyam Sundar form of Krishna. And how to see Krishna? What is the qualification to see Shyam Sundar Krishna? There is a shloka in Brahma Samhita, how to see him? Premanjana Shrita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadevar Deshu Vilokayanti Yam Shyam Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So the only way to see the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna is by Premanjana. Prabhupada says ointment of love. Because sometimes you have eye problem, we apply some drops or ointment. So what ointment we need to see Krishna? Ointment of love. Prem Anjana. Premanjana Shurita. Bhakti Vilochanena. So when our lochan, our eyes is tinged with Premanjana, then we can see Shyam Achintya Guna Swarupam. The Shyam Sundar form is very, very rare. Even great demigods, they cannot see this form. You see, demigods, if they have to pray to Krishna, where they go to pray? They go to Lord Brahma, and then Brahmaji takes them to the shore of the milk ocean. They can't even see Lord Vishnu directly. They can't even have darshan of 400 form. What to speak about? 200 form. And then when they do prayer, Purusha Shukta prayer, then finally Lord Vishnu speaks to the heart. He reveals his message to the heart of Brahma. And then Brahmaji tells to demigods that Lord Vishnu is saying, don't worry, all of you go, he is coming very soon. That means demigods, they can't have darshan of Krishna, no? Not possible. They can't even have darshan of 400 form. What to speak of 200 form. Therefore, Prabhupada is saying that when Krishna came, he was in the womb of Devaki. All the demigods, they came to offer prayers to Krishna in the womb only. So Prabhupada is saying this 200 form of Krishna is very bewildering to people. He said there are some people who think that this is a temporary form of Maya. That Krishna is actually impersonal. Absolute truth is impersonal. Sometimes they assume a form. In India many cheap songs are there. Kabhi Ram ban ke, kabhi Sham ban ke chale aana. This is all bogus philosophy. They think that absolute truth is Brahman and he assumed different form. Sometimes Ram, sometimes Krishna, sometimes they mix all khichdi, sometimes Ganpati, sometimes this. No. That is such a bogus, and most of us unfortunately we accepted that. So we are so fortunate that we got this right knowledge by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and his representatives. So that is one class of people. Some people, they think Krishna is just a historical personality. Just like we have King Akbar or like that. So he was a great king, he was a great hero. And they analyze, no, Krishna was a cheater, he cheated Karna, he cheated this, cheated that. They put so many nonsense statements. So most of the people, they are bewildered. They don't know. And there are some who think Krishna is just avatar of Vishnu. Okay, they are not that bad, but still they are also not correct. So lowest people, they think Krishna is a human being. Some people, they think, this Brahman assumed the form of Krishna. Some people think, okay, Vishnu assumed the form of Krishna. But all of them are actually wrong, because Krishna is the original form of Supreme Lord. From him all other forms are coming. Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, all the Narayan forms, Mahavishnu, Garbhasai Vishnu, Kshudhar Vishnu, Sankarshan, everybody comes from Krishna. That is the right understanding that we should have. And why Krishna doesn't show to everyone? Naham prakasya sarvasya yoga maya samavrita. Because he doesn't want to be revealed to all these foolish atheistic people. No. So there's a curtain of yoga maya. So Krishna, he hides himself behind this yoga maya. Similarly, this Vrindavan Dham also, we cannot see the real Dham. Why? Because this Dham is hidden by a curtain of yoga maya. So what is the qualification to see Vrindavan Dham? There is a verse, there is a Vaishnav song, Narottam Das Thakur. Vishaya chadiya kave shudah vemana kaviyami heribo Shri Vrindavan Gauranga bolite have pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite nayane bhavinira. Says praise that when that day will come, Vishaya chadiya kave shudah vemana, when my mind will be freed from all material desires. Vishaya, this material desires. When my mind will be freed from material desires, only then can I see Tabiyami Heribo Shri Vrindavan. How the mind will get free from material desires? How the mind will get free from material desires? By chanting, by reading. But the answer is actually Ar kabe nitai chander karuna hoibe sansara vasana mora kabe tuchha habe. So we will be freed from material desires only by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And how do we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda? By Guru, spiritual master, or by his representative. So by the representative of Lord Nityananda, like Srila Prabhupada is the chief representative of Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu's Senapati Bhakta is Srila Prabhupada. And then anyone is representative. So by their mercy, through this parampara system, when we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, then we will be freed from material desires, and then we can see Vrindavan Dham. So this is that Premanjana Shrita, that we can see Vrindavan Dham, we can see Shyam Sundar Krishna only when we get mercy of Krishna through Guru Parampara. There is no other way. Revelation, Prabhupada is saying, by divine revelation. Krishna has to himself reveal himself. With our own power we cannot see Krishna. There is a shloka in Upanishad, I am forgetting. Nayam Atma न लभ्य न हाँ न लभ्य न बहुधा श्रुतेन येनैव वृणुते. Like that is a very nice verse Prabhupada quotes often. Nayam atma pravachenena labhya. What is the second line? Na medhya, not by intelligence, na bahuna shrutena. So not that by hearing, by reading, by speaking, giving big pravachan. No, we cannot understand Krishna. Only when He chooses, then we can understand. He has to give His mercy. By our own endeavors, we can never understand Krishna. One very simple example. How do we see the sun? How do we see the sun? Through our own endeavor, like in the night time. Once the Bhaktivedanta Thakur tells this story. One there was a very rich man. He once demanded, I want to see the sun now. It was night time. Night 10 o'clock. He called all the ministers. Hey, I want to see the sun now. Do whatever you want. So they all, king we cannot. But they all knew that king is very, crazy. Whatever he demands has to be done. So king said, no, take big lights. I want to see the sun now. For example, in the dark, if I want to see this, I will take a light and I can see this. But can you see the sun by light? If you add all the lights of this universe and big focus light, you focus towards the sun. In the night, can you see the sun? No. Only when morning will come, the sun will rise on his own accord, by his own free will. By the mercy of the sun, you can see the sun. Clear? That's a nice example. Similarly, by mercy of Krishna, we can see Krishna, not by our own endeavor. Apni shakti se nahi, by His mercy, kripa se. So there is a nice verse in 10th canto. Prasadaleshagnughrite evai janati tattvan bhagavan mahimno na chanyamekam vichiram vichinvad athapi te deva padambhujam dvaya prasadalesha nughrite evai. So this is such a nice verse. Athapi te deva padambhujam dvaya. Oh Krishna, these two lotus feet. Athapi te deva padambhujam dvaya prasadalesha nugrihita evai. If you get little bit of prasad, prasad means kripa. Listen, yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado. So this prasad that we eat, that is one kind of prasad. But the word prasad means mercy. Prasad. There's the most favorite word of devotees, prasad. Today we have nice prasad in the memory of His Grace, Bhuvneshwar Prabhu. So, one who gets little prasad of Krishna, little bit, lesh matra, very little, he can, janati tattvam, he can understand who is Krishna. Na chanya ekam vi chiram vichinvan. But others, they can speculate for long time, for millions of years, by their own mental speculation. Panthastu koti satavat sarasampagamyo vayur athapi manaso munipunggavanam sopiyasya simni prapadya simnya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamham bhajami. Panthastu koti satavatsara. For thousands of years, if the yogis speculate, they can go at the speed of their mind. Still they cannot understand. They cannot even reach the tip of the toenails of Krishna. Only when Krishna reveals Himself, we can understand Krishna. This message should be very clear. That 2-3 things we should learn from this verse. First of all, that which form of Krishna is more rare? Universal form or Shyam Sundar form? Shyam Sundar form. Which form is more superior? Shyam Sundar form. Because Shyam Sundar form is the source of everything. Is a source of 400 form, is a source of universal form. In fact, universal form is a temporary form, Prabhupada explains. That is not eternal form. Because universal form means one universe. And universe itself is temporary. Therefore, universal form is also temporary. So devotees, because earlier I used to think Virat form is so great. No. Virat form is temporary. Devotees don't want to see Virat form. They want to see Shyam Sundar form. And okay, 400 form, but but those devotees, mostly pure devotees, they want to see only Shyam Sundar form of Krishna. They like that the most. Because he is the most beautiful, the original of all form. Just like in the story of Brihad Bhagavatam, it also we see Gop Kumar, he went to Narayan, he went to Vaikunth Dham, he was so happy, but still he was not satisfied within. Then from there he went to Ayodhya, then from Ayodhya he went to Dwarka, then finally when he came to Golok Vrindavan, then he was satisfied. Okay, now I have seen the 200 form of Krishna. So this is something we should learn, that 200 form of Krishna is the original form of Lord Krishna. It is very, very difficult for people to see Durdarsham, even great demigods like Brahma, Shiva cannot see this form. How can we see the form? Only by the mercy of Krishna we can see the form. I'll tell one more story, that this 200 form of Krishna is so rare, forget about demigods. Even Mahavishnu wants to see this form. Have you heard this story? That when Mahavishnu wanted to see Krishna. Must have heard this story, Rajvidya Prabhu. 10th canto is there, Krishna book also is there. 89th chapter of 10th canto, towards the end. Once, yes, that Arjuna, yes. So I'll tell the story. So once what happened in Dwarka, there was a Brahmana, and as soon as he gave birth to a son, he immediately died. So in earlier days, if some untimely death was there, someone's son died or something like that, they used to blame the king. That king is impious, that is why we are suffering. Like anything happens to the state, like suppose now pandemic is happening, so actually that means all the kings, they are sinful. That is why people are suffering. So anyway, the Brahman was very upset. He went to in front of the court of King Ugrasen. Who is the king of Dwarka? Not Krishna. Who is the king? Ugrasen. Krishna is his representative, he became subordinate to Ugrasen. He went and chastised Ugrasen like that. Oh, you are such a third class king, sinner. Because of you my son died. What is this? You are all, both. He scolded like anything. Bad words he spoke. Abused. And then what to do? Nobody told anything. Just quietly heard. Brahmana went back. Second time also it happened. Third time also, again and again he came and shouted and spoke so many abusive words. It happened 8 times like that. 8 times the son were born and immediately son died. 9 times also it happened, and again that Brahmana came, speaking such filthy words for Krishna, for Pradyumna, for Balram, for Ugrasen. And that time Arjuna was there. So Arjuna could not tolerate. Devotee cannot tolerate somebody abusing the Lord. So Arjuna came, hey, what is this, you Brahmana? Why you are abusing like this? He said, hey, you don't know anything. What you know? This fool is the king. They are so sinful. You see, my son is dying. 9 times I gave birth to son. Immediately my son died. Then Arjuna said, hey, don't know. Who am I? I am Gandhidhari Arjun. So Brahmana scolded him also. Hey, you are just speaking big. You can't do anything. When Supreme Lord Krishna is not doing anything, what you will do? Arjuna became, his blood even more boiled. Hey, you don't know my power? I promise you that I will protect your son. Come with me. So then that Brahmana took Arjuna and went to his house, and his wife was about to give birth to a son for the 10th time. And Arjuna made a full protection around his house with arrow, top, down, left, right, so that nobody can enter. He made such a nice fence with, imagine Arjuna, he was so expert in arrows. He made a full fence so that nobody can enter the house. No Yamadut, nobody can enter. But still, as soon as the son took birth, finished, died. Oh, this Brahmana, he started abusing Arjuna like anything. See, you are a unique, not unique. You see, in English they say eunuch. In Hindi they like hinjra in Hindi they say. Eunuch, how do you pronounce it? Eunuch. They say you are eunuch. That means you are not a man or woman, you are in between. Imagine you speaking like this, Arjuna. You are eunuch, good for nothing. Huh? You are speaking big, big words. What happened? And then Arjuna was so embarrassed. He said, okay, I will. Then Arjuna immediately, he went, let me go to Yamraj. Immediately Arjuna went to the court of Yamraj. And there also the 10 sons are not there. Then he went to everywhere in this universe. From Patal to Brahmaloka, everywhere he searched. But nowhere he could find the 10 sons. He went to Surya, he went to Varuna, all the demigods he went. Nobody knows where are the 10 sons. Then Arjuna at last he came back to Dwarka, and then he prepared himself because he could not keep up his promise. So he lit up a fire and he was about to enter the fire and give up his body. And that time who came? Krishna. He said, Arjuna, don't worry. I am there. Na? Chalo, you tried your best. Okay, now leave on me. Then immediately Krishna called his chariot driver Daruk, his nice chariot with beautiful blazing, effulgent horses. The names of the horses are also given in that chapter. I think Shlebya, like that. Some nice names of. You want to know the names of the horses of Krishna? Okay. Okay, let us read. Yes. Shebya, Sugriva, Megha Pushpa, Balahaka. See, what are the names of Krishna's horses? Shebya, Sugriva, Megha Pushpa, Balahaka. So then Krishna, he passed through this, according to Vedic cosmology, there are Saptadvipas. Not these continents. Dvipas mean big, big islands. So first Jambu Dvipa, which has 9 Varshas. Bharat is one of them. So 9 Varshas, he crossed Jambu Dvip, then he crossed the ocean, salt water ocean, then he went to next Dvip, like that. Then different oceans. So he crossed the 7 Dvipas and 7 oceans. We have milk ocean, we have liquor ocean, we have ghee ocean. He covered all the oceans, all the Saptadvipas. And then he went to, there is a mountain called Manastotra mountain. Then after that he went to Lokaloka mountain. And to Vedic cosmology, there is a mountain called Lokalok mountain. So sun is there, na? Beyond that Lokalok mountain, the sun rays will not go. So it's complete dark area of the universe. So they crossed the Lokaloka mountain, then the horses went to dark region, but they could not see the way. So what Krishna did? Sudarshan. So he called it Sudarshan. The Sudarshan is so effulgent that the whole area became lighted. And then the horses went. And then every universe has 7 layers. Earth, water, big layers are covering the universe. First earth layer, then water layer. Each are 10 times bigger. And then fire, like that. So then they crossed all the 7 layers of the one universe. And they came out of the universe. And then all the universe are floating in the Karana Sagar. And then they went to Mahavishnu, where Mahavishnu was lying. He was lying on the bed of Anantasesh. And then as soon as they saw Mahavishnu, so because Krishna was playing the role of a human being, so Krishna and Arjuna, they both bowed down. So like inter Bhagwan pranam, So Krishna, Lord Vishnu, both are Vishnu, but he is doing pranam to his own, like Krishna in Govardhan Leela. So Govardhan is also Krishna, here is also Krishna, but Krishna was doing pranam to his own expansion. The same way, Krishna is doing pranam to his own expansion, Mahavishnu. And then Mahavishnu told, I am very happy to see both of you. I only kept the 10 sons with me because I wanted to see both of you. See? Mahavishnu is also eager to have darshan of the Saumya Vapu, the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna. Such a rare form of Lord that even Mahavishnu, who is the source of all the universes, all universes comes out of his pore. Even he wants to have darshan of this 200 form of Krishna, Shyam Sundar form. So beautiful form of the Lord. You said that everybody, that is, what is the meaning of the word Krishna? Madhav, Krishna means all attractive. One who attracts everyone. So Krishna is all attractive because he attracts everyone. He attracts all the jivas. In Vrindavan he attracts the animals, birds, the gopis, cows, gopas. He attracts even all the demigods, Brahma, Shiva, Varuna, Chandra. He attracts Lakshmi Devi also. He attracts Anantasesh also. He attracts Mahavishnu also. What to speak of all? It is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna himself becomes attracted by his own form. In Dwarka, we have these pillars. So in Dwarka, the pillars are made of gems, beautiful gems. And you can see a reflection. Once Krishna was looking at a pillar and he saw a reflection. He said, who is this such a beautiful person? Who is this beautiful person? That means Krishna got attracted by his own form. And he wanted to taste his sweetness. And that's why he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for various reasons. 3 internal, 3 external. But the 3 external reasons: to preach the Yuga Dharma of Harinam, to distribute Braj Prem, and prayers of Advaita Charya. And 3 internal reasons: he wanted to understand the glory of Srimati Radharani's love. He wanted to taste his own sweetness, which makes his devotee so much attracted to him. And he wanted to taste the happiness that Radharani is experiencing. So second internal reason is he wanted to taste his own sweetness. How beautiful I am, Krishna also wants to see that. So therefore he comes in the form of a devotee, because devotee can release Krishna's beauty. So when we have Shringar Darshan every day, we are so fortunate in Vrindavan. We can have darshan of Krishna, Balaram, Radha, Shyam, Sundar, Gaur Nitai. So beautiful. So we are so fortunate that we have got a chance to know about Krishna. We have got this wonderful opportunity to perform his devotional service. So we should take advantage of it. We should take up devotional service very, very seriously. Sometimes even after coming to Vrindavan Dham, getting so much opportunity, association of devotees, mercy of Srila Prabhupada, but we don't practice bhakti seriously. We get distracted. We want name, fame, money, woman, dhanam, janam, sundarim, kavitam. So this is all tricks of Maya. So even after coming to Dham, we get distracted. Even I get distracted. So we should pray to Krishna that, oh Krishna, please protect me from all these allurements of Maya. We should protect to Nityanand Prabhu. Ar kabe nitai chander karuna hoibe sansara vasana mora kabe tuchha habe. That, oh Nityananda, oh Krishna, oh Srila Prabhupada, please remove this false attraction of this material world from my heart, so that I can actually see Vrindavan Dham. I can actually have darshan of Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments? Very good question. We can see Krishna with the mercy of Krishna. So if Krishna desires, we can see. Although it's a good question that how can we see Krishna in the absolute truth? But absolute truth is so powerful that by his mercy he can allow us to see him. That is his mercy. By our own strength we can never see Krishna. Impossible. But he is so kind that he will allow us to see him out of love.
To whom he will allow?
To whom he chooses. Actually to whom. Yes, very nice point Dharma Prabhu made. That there is a nice bhajan. That whose prayer Krishna will listen. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kari Swaparshada Sviya Dhama Sahavatari Sadanga Sharanagati. What is that? Hoibe Jahara Tahara Prarthana Shune Shri Nanda Kumara. The one who has this Sarnanga Sarnagati, what is that? 6 limbs of surrender. आनुकूल्यस्य संकल्प, प्रतिकूल्यस्य वर्जनम, रक्षेति विश्वासो, गोतृप्ते वर्णम तथा आत्मनिक्षेपे कार्पण्य, humility and having faith that Krishna will protect me, having faith that Krishna is a maintainer, accepting things favorable, rejecting things unfavorable. So one who has these 6 limbs of surrender, to him Krishna will reveal himself. Thank you. Okay, Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much for attending the class.